Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shem Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the tabernacle of David, though for elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And now that this persecution is beginning to arise from the so-called Jew and their enterprise, it was only a matter of time before, guys who believe that they're Israelites according to the Bible would, start to distance themselves, separate themselves from, the Hebrew Israelite, movement, so to speak. I happened to type in Black Hebrew Israelites, in the search bar. I went to the filter and just typed, basically what popped up today, following this whole, report. And as I was scrolling down, of course, the world is definitely going to be in on, demonizing and speaking evil against us falsely. And upon these list of videos, of course, you're going to have these, MAGA hat wearing patriotic Black Americans, Jake, that are still in a Gentile state of mind, and they still want to coexist in Esau's kingdom, and you're also going to have guys who know that they're Israelites, but because this is actually happening, they want to call themselves separating themselves. Like, for example, I don't know who this guy is, but this guy comes out and titles his video, "I am not a Black Hebrew Israelite, Jersey City Messianic Jew." Now, being a Messianic Jew, like you call yourself, what will pose you to make a statement like this, being a Messianic Jew? And how does that differ from being a Hebrew Israelite? See, he made this title out of fear because he doesn't want no smoke. He doesn't want no trouble. And you can see that fear is going to come upon a lot of guys who actually know that they're Israelites, guys that's out there, faking the funk. They read these different Hebrew Israelite books. They read From Babylon to Timbuktu. All right. They read all these different extra biblical books are going into how they can prove that they're the Jews of the Bible. Or they wear fringes, they do all that. But then when stuff like this comes down, now all of a sudden I'm not a Black Hebrew Israelite, which we don't identify as a Black Hebrew Israelite because this isn't a Black thing to begin with. All right, to be an Israelite is a bloodline, and it consists of Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and not just so-called Black people, which happens to be a byword that they placed upon us. All right, it's part of Esau's witchcraft to call us Black, because anything associated with Black is negativity. So we don't identify as Black Hebrew Israelites anyway, but we are Hebrew Israelites. All right. Now, to come out and say, "Oh, I'm a Messianic Jew and not a Black Hebrew," or should I say, not a Hebrew Israelite? Because I'm pretty sure guys are gonna start saying that. You're gonna have guys just like months ago, there were different Israelite groups that were demonizing the ones from One West because we're known for being out there on the highways and byways. They were basically coming against the camp Hebrew Israelites, the ones that set up camps and go out there street teaching. Those were the ones who were being demonized by other Israelite groups. All right. So a lot of our people, they're gonna jump ship. All right, they're gonna point fingers. Okay, they're gonna denounce, their faith. Okay, especially when Esau moves in, because these niggas out here, man, the average Jake out there that's call themselves Israelites, they really don't want that smoke. When the persecution comes down, watch how a lot of these Jakes just fold, man. All right. So let me get a quick scripture. All right, because the scriptures say the Lord have not given us, the spirit of fear. All right, let's go to Let's go to 2 Timothy 1:7. You're not to fear persecution. All right, you're not to fear, when they come against you, man, because the Lord is actually with us. All right, the Lord said the angels of the Lord campeth about those that fear Him. So you shouldn't have anything to worry about, man. This is 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, "For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." All right, He didn't give us the spirit of being timid, that cowardly fear, man. All right, this is actually supposed to lift your spirit, man. You're supposed to be rejoicing. This should really amp you up. You should be on even more on fire now, man. And the hell with Jake. 2/3 of our people, they're enemies of the cross. So of course they're going to speak against us. The scriptures say, matter of fact, let's get John 15:18. This is why they hate us. Because ultimately they hated the Lord. John 15:18, it says, "If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you." So that means the 2/3 of our own people that are in the world, that are converse with they're friends of this world. They're enemies of the servants of Yahushai. Because as Yahushai is not of the world, even we're not of the world. The Lord chose us out of the world. We don't identify with his wicked world, man. Jake, that's in gross darkness, they do. So when Esau comes down upon us, guess what? Our own people are going to follow suit. It's no new thing under the sun. They did it during the Roman Empire. Okay? So these niggas are going to be scary. Like this coon right here. Come on, man. He looked like Stephen without the white beard, man. All right, the character that Samuel Jackson played in the Django, this dude with the MAGA hat, he's the same guy. He's not as older and he doesn't have the white beard, but that's him. That's Stephen right there. You know he couldn't wait to report on us. Remember that one clown that tried to make a video against us? This nigga had on a big ass MAGA hat with a dashiki on. So all these blacks for Trump type of jakes out there, they're aligned with Esau. All right, because they're of their father the devil, and the lust of their father they will do. Okay? So the hell with them. But you even gonna have Israelites that's gonna jump ship as well. I am not a black Hebrew Israelite. We're not. You could if you take the black off of it. Hey, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and I embrace that proudly, man. Because that's who the Lord made us. Hey, even Apostle Paul, this guy say he's a Masonic Jew. I'm not gonna even click on the video. I don't even want to hear what this guy's saying. But if you claiming to be Messianic, so that means you believe on the New Testament. Well, Apostle Paul said he even identifies as being a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, let's 2 Corinthians 11:22. It says, "Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I." Okay, so he identifies as being a Hebrew Israelite. So now that the persecution is on, now anything associated with this term Hebrew Israelite is to be seen as evil. And this is what Esau managed to do with his witchcraft. Okay? It's all part of his plan, man. This is the working of Satan. So now you're going to have all these jakes, all right? They're going to come out and try to denounce, the Israelites, the one Westers, the guys who out there putting their life on the line for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? The ones that's making the noise, like it tells you in Isaiah the 13th chapter. All right? We're fanning the hand, man. You know? We lifting up that standard against them, that we may be brought into the gates of the nobles, man. Okay? And it also says this, All right, let's go to first. I think it's Second Corinthians, the 6th chapter. All right, and this is the things that the servants of Yahweh Shai. This is what they had to endure. This even Apostle Paul himself, him being a self-identified Hebrew Israelite, this is what he had to endure. This is 2 Corinthians 6, and our verse 4 says, "But in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of the Most High, in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, and in distress, in stripes, and imprisonments, in tumults, in labors, in watchings, in fastings, by pureness, by knowledge, by long suffering, okay, by kindness, by the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of the Most High, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor." So in this thing, you're going to get honor, and then you're going to also get dishonor. And right now, this is a moment for us to be dishonored for a false report. Okay? It says, by evil report and good report. And right now, we're receiving a false evil report. It's an evil report, but it's false. But the world is going to buy it because it's popular to actually come against the Hebrew Israelites, because the Israelites are in the household name. Okay? Anytime we get publicized, we're going to get publicized in a negative light, because the scriptures say they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, because we're not for their turn. Okay? Because we stand up for righteousness. The Lord said, who will stand up for me against the evildoers, or who shall rise up for me against the workers of iniquity? And we're the only ones that's making that stand. So we're bold, and the world sees it as a radical. This is so left. This is so extreme. It's radical. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. But hey, we at that time, man. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, man. All right, in the face of those that have afflicted us. Okay, we out here pushing a righteous vibration, but the world is under Satan's vibration. You see? So going back, this is what we have to endure. So the fact that this devil managed to stage this psyop, which there's still no proof that this even really took place. There's no information on there's no true real information on the so-called suspects outside of what they've given us. All right, they don't have any information on the chick that was with the guy that allegedly did it. The families came out and said that they had no information, or they had no prior knowledge to that woman being linked to this particular group. They don't even know nothing. Okay, and they were so quick to identify and link the suspect to the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites before they even showed a picture, before they can even identify the actual people in mainstream media, man. And you people are so damn gullible, man. The scriptures say the simple believeth every word. You people are idiots in the world, man. It says, as deceivers and yet true, as unknown and yet well known. And hey, for a while, it seemed like we wasn't getting any attention, but now that they didn't manage to get us in a negative light, now we getting all the attention now. It's so convenient that all of a sudden we get all this attention now. The Black Hebrew Israelites trending on Twitter all of a sudden when something like this takes place. Now all of a sudden we're a threat. So this is what we have to endure. It says, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, right? As sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. Let's go from there to 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. All right, when you come into this thing, this is exactly what you have to expect, man. The Lord signed you up for this. So this actually comes with it. This comes with the territory, man. 1 Corinthians 4:9, it says, "For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world." So now the world is watching us behind this whole matter. Okay? Because Esau, especially Amalek, they have the power to have the whole world focusing on a particular object or a targeted group. Okay? We watched that happen over the years, man. When the light was pointed at Gaddafi, the whole world was watching Gaddafi. When they shined the light on Saddam Hussein, the whole world was watching Saddam Hussein. Okay, the same thing with different other so-called leaders that Esau is against, that the Zionist elite is against. So of course, us being the Hebrew Israelites that opposes this whole enterprise, this whole New World Order, and this whole system, they're shining a light at us now. Okay, so now we're being made a spectacle, meaning everybody's watching us, everybody's looking upon us. Okay, it says, "And to angels and to men," and guess what? The angels are watching us too, and they're waiting for you devils to lift a finger, man. Because the moment you do that, man, that's it, and you know it. It says, "We are fools for Mashiach's sake, but you are wise in Mashiach Yahushai. We are weak, but you are strong. You are honorable, but we are despised. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place, and labor, working with our hands, being reviled." All right, and this situation is causing us to be reviled. All right, people calling us domestic terrorists. They trying to draw the correlation between what happened in DC earlier this year to these so-called alleged shooters, man. The fact that the kid that that stood between, where you had that agent provocateur, that $5 Native American, all right, who became a part of the whole circus act, and they had that little stare down or whatever. But you had that kid with the mega hat that actually got spotlight from it, you could, and they had the little interview with him, and he felt like he was being victimized and all that. But everybody saw what happened, man. Clearly both sides was antagonizing each other. So now you got these devils coming back and saying, "Oh, now that situation that happened in DC is coming back to bite the Hebrew Israelites in the ass." Remember when they tried to demonize that poor child and tried to say that he was he was the antagonizer, he was the this, that, and the third. So these devils couldn't wait to use this opportunity, man. And it's going to have these niggas doing the exact same thing, the ones that always opposed us. All right, the Shield Squad, all right, those coon pets of vocab. You already know they're going to line up and do their little live shows. They can't wait, man. But this has come with the territory. This is supposed to happen. All right, if this wasn't happening to us, then we couldn't be the true men of the Lord. All right, even Yahushua said it, man. Woe to you if they shall speak well of you. Even did so your fathers to the false prophets. So we're supposed to be defamed. It says, in labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer it. So we're supposed to be persecuted. It says, being defamed, we entreat. They're speaking ill of our character. As if we're carnal and we believe in going around, shooting people with guns. We don't believe in using carnality, man. Anytime that we make a prophecy against Esau, Edom, we're telling you exactly what the Lord's going to do, because the Lord said vengeance is his. All we do is bring you up on charges of what you did against us. That's all we do. We're known for doing that. We just bring out your track record of all the evil, all the terroristic acts you committed against us as a people. But all of a sudden, one shooting happens, and all of a sudden, we're the biggest domestic terrorist group. Now we're the face of terrorism. Come on, man. You're gaslighting, man. Okay? This is all damage control. You're deflecting. But anyway, it says, being defamed, we entreat, we are made as the filth of the world, and are offscouring of all things unto this day. Meaning, we're basically the scum of the earth right now. And we've always had that stigma being who we are in our occupation. We're the prophets, man. And the prophets never came through, with a vanilla ice cream message. All right. The scriptures say the prophets before me and before thee of old have prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. That's what we're known for, man. Preaching the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Preaching that the Lord's going to come back and judge the nations. That we're the chosen people of the Lord. And that the Lord's going to save us. So because of that, we're being defamed. We're going to be ill-treated. We're going to be made filth as the world. Because, what we preach is contrary to what the world believes. All right? So therefore, you're going to have world-friendly Israelites that are going to definitely, distance themselves, and they're also going to speak ill against us. Or some of them are going to give us up, man. Like it tells you in Luke. And I remember this clown right here. We went at it with this clown, I think was that last year or maybe earlier this year. All right, Alton Johnson. This guy, he's clearly a coon, man. So we knew he couldn't wait to jump on it. It's been months since I've seen this dude's face, and now all of a sudden he pops up. All right. So of course, they ain't gonna have the integrity to be like, well, hold on. Are we gonna demonize the whole entire group based off of what, a troubled individual under a wicked influence, under a demonic possession did? We're gonna attribute that to all the Israelites. None of these people are gonna have that integrity, man, because they ain't right. They're devils, man. 2/3 of our people, they're devils, man. Okay, because they're of their father, the devil. They're no different than Esau. All right, they're not gonna actually do a thorough investigation and look into the story and look at how inconsistent this whole thing is, man. They're just gonna basically be biased because they already have a preconceived notion about us. But that's cool. They're supposed to. All right. But guess what? All of you that come up against us, all of you is gonna have to give an account, man. And even you dudes who call yourselves Israelites, whether you put your fringes in a trash can or whatever you do, just know that Esau already got you mapped out too. He already searched out your search engines. All right, he's already been through your social media pages. All right. If you was in the camp and you no longer believe and you're not in the camp, he still got all that information on you, so you're not going to escape either. All right, this devil, this beast, this dragon is going to come down upon all of you, man. And it ain't going to even just be Israelites. If you just identify as being, you have a pro-black belief system. All right, you don't even have to be necessarily an Israelite. Esau's still going to make a way to come down upon all of you because you are all Israelites. And Esau hates you. Okay? And you got the FBI, they're starting they're segueing into another investigation springing from this whole situation. You see? So look, I'll scroll, you type in Black Hebrew Israelites and you're gonna see it. Okay? From this little false flag, people are gonna make their videos and they're basically gonna show themselves. Everybody's gonna show themselves. In these type of scenarios, people show them their true spirits, man. Okay? You got AOC. I don't know if this is, so maybe this is just a clip. I'm gonna wait to see if they're actually gonna do a video. I'm waiting for all the other dudes if they're gonna actually make actual videos, man. Because right now I see them mainly brothers in Great Millstone. Of course, Agent Riser, all right, who might be Haman in the reincarnation. Of course, he couldn't wait. All right, he got to go back to that knife incident that happened. Because he's part of the conspiracy to link us to terrorism as well. All right, he's been on the job. He's dedicated. So, hey, have at it, Agent Riser. But, you got other, brothers making videos on it, but it's mainly from brothers in Great Millstone. I'm trying to see where you other groups are at. All right, you got HOI right there. Of course, you have, people coming against us, Edomites making videos against us, you know. Look, Hebrew Israelite no longer. Okay, never mind. I thought that was okay. No, he's an Israelite. Um, yeah, and I expect this too, man. In the midst of this whole debacle of this whole shooting, this false flag shooting, you're gonna have more people that's gonna leave the faith. They're gonna be offended at this, and they're gonna leave, and they're gonna make videos of why they left the Hebrew or why they're no longer a Hebrew Israelite. All right, this little situation right here is gonna uproot a lot of fakes, man. Let's go to Matthew 13 about the parable of the sower of the seed. This is Matthew 13 and verse. Let me go jump down. It is Matthew 13 and verse 20. It says, "But he that receiveth the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word and anon with joy receiveth it." Oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm one of the Lord's chosen people. What, we gonna put our oppressors in slavery like they had us in slavery? We gonna get our revenge. We gonna own slaves. We gonna have mansions. We gonna live it up in the kingdom. We gonna be kings and priests. Oh man, hell yeah, man. You get to look good and put on your garment with your fringes. You know, put a staff in your hand and act all royal and kingly. Right? Yet have he not root in himself, but dure for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. All right. So hey, a lot of you dudes that are on stony grounds are because of situations like this. You're gonna move away. All right. You're gonna all of a sudden not be a part of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're gonna remove yourself from the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now you don't want to be a partaker of the promise. Because of a little situation like this, because you're dismayed. All right. Hey, the Most High is gonna remove every last one of you, man. Ultimately, this is only for the elect, man. The elect, they're gonna get the victory. They're not gonna be moved. They're gonna be steadfast, immovable. All right. They're rooted and built up in the faith, man. All right. We're not gonna be ashamed to testify of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and his kingdom to come, man. Okay. So anybody all you Jakes, that know that you Israelites and you finna jump ship, hey, hey, Matthew 12 and 36, man. Okay. And then all you other clowns out there, you 2/3, you heathens, hey, man, you could talk your shit, but at the end of the day, everybody must give an account. Everybody. All right. And you fearful, you dudes that are scary, man. You fearful. This is Revelation 21 and verse 8. And it says, "But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death." All right, so if you scary, man, and you want to tuck your tail and run and want to be cool with Esau, you don't want no smoke with E. Well, hey, you're gonna die right along with E in the second death, man. All right, Yahweh, you deny Yahushua, he's gonna deny you before the Father. Okay, that's all you Jakes that come against the Israelites. That's teach in the camps. We ain't forgot about none of y'all, man. All y'all that formed all type of alliances to come against the one Westers because we're known for going out there on the highways and byways, and you demonized us. Because you feel like you're gonna take the heat for what we're known to do out there, which the scriptures say that's what's gonna happen. When Apostle Paul was out there preaching, you had seditions happening, riots breaking out, man. They called him the ringleader of a cult group. So hey, he went through it. We're gonna go through that too. But any of y'all that came against us, you're gonna give an account, man. Okay? Those of you that rose up against us in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Okay? So anyway, that's pretty much it. I just want to do a response to that. Look, here we go. This big walrus right here, man. Oh man, big Bowser, Koopa Trooper looking walrus right here, man. But anyway, I'm gonna leave with that. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.